I am recording my entire Magic playing life in this little black book for the entirety of 2024. And, well, now that's been and gone, here's what February gave us. I will admit this is a bit late. It is the 7th rather than the 1st. But, well, that's because, frankly, I've been busy. I've been looking for and moving into a new flat, which means that soon there's going to be a different backdrop here. It's taken up a lot of my time, so I haven't really had much time for playing Magic. Though I have built a few deck lists over that time, primarily with the Fallout stuff coming out. Because, well, frankly, Three Dog looks like a really, really interesting take on an Aura's commander, and similarly, if you've seen my Psychic Spiral video, I am really interested in building something with the Master, just because it seems like an interesting card. I've also worked on upgrading a couple of my deck lists, a big one being my Sauron Precon. I've not done anything with it yet, because the cards I wanted to put in are a bit pricey, but it's an interesting, like, wheelie reanimator kind of thing, which you'd expect with not the Precon Sauron, but the other one. I have also put together deck lists for the two Secret Lair Doctors and the First Doctor, one being 14 and Jamie, which is just Doctor, Tribal, Typal, Kindred, whatever the fuck, and all that. The one I'm building with the First Doctor is with Vizsla Turlo, doing an Esper Vehicles deck, which seems fun. And with 15, with Shooty Gatwa, it is Joe Grant. Essentially, it's a whole, like, cycling artifact reanimator thing. It's all cool. And those are being built for a series that I'm planning on making at some point in the future, because, I like Doctor Who, and I want to spread those cards. And one thing of note is that, frankly, I know it's a bit self-aggrandizing, but my videos have started doing better. My Rabaran Mercenaries video that I've done on here is the first thing I've ever made to get 2,000 views, aside from like a Blackwing video when I was doing YouTube stuff like 6 years ago. And, well, my Psychic Spiral, Ominous Cemetery, and Yehenni's Expertise videos are all headed that way as well, and that just feels good. And now for the juicy part, the games. How did I do this month? Well, better than last month, which I had a grand total of a single win. This month it was 3 out of, I think it was 12 games. So definitely a better ratio, but still not great. And that is something I'm looking into. Like, why am I not winning more? But frankly, I think it's just my decks need upgrades. They're not up to snuff, I don't think. A lot of them have glaring weaknesses in the card choices, and essentially just need a bit more tuning. One thing I am happy with, though, is that I've been playing a much different diversity of decks than I was last month. Last month it was very much a lot of Patron of the Orochi and Missy. There has been a deck I've been focusing on a bit, which is my Asperia Inscrutable deck, just because I've kind of fallen back in love with that deck and want to play it a lot. It's not very good, and it's the deck that is probably going to be first on the upgrades list, but it's just fun. Sometimes you want to play a deck, and I've been doing so with that. And the other thing that happened this month, which was very interesting, my Commander Night is a Wednesday, and it just so happened that Valentine's Day fell on a Wednesday this year. And so myself and my partner celebrated Valentine's Day on the Tuesday, and on the Wednesday went to a Valentine's Day two-headed giant event, where we came third. That is where 2 of the wins came from, so admittedly I only won 1 by myself. But that deck was really fun, event, and frankly, the second game, my Aowen deck just kind of blitzed everyone, and then third game, my Patron of the Orochi deck works really well with my partner's Verazol the Split Current deck. Turns out, big green stuff likes big green stuff, and a lot of mana ramp, and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was really fun. And so my month in review then. Well, it's become obvious that my decks need tuning. That much is blatant. I've got stacks and stacks of cards right here, if I can just turn the camera. Yep, but I can't really do much with them right now because, well, as I say, I'm going to be moving. And, frankly, I don't have the mental energy to do it at the moment. Once that's all sorted, I think I'm going to have a proper sort through. The cataloguing project is also on hold, and, again, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I need to tune up my decks. I need to actually bite the bullet and buy some more bloody cardboard for my decks. And hopefully that will help me improve. I've also taken a few measures, which I'm going to talk about in the March episode. But yeah, that is my month in review for February.